Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to talk about what happens when you get an epidural. When we first went to the hospital, I'm just gonna go with this all natural. And then there was one doctor that worked that night, and he only had like 15 minutes to spare in between all his surgeries. So they asked me, do you want one? I said, no, I'm fine. And then when I got to 7 centimeters dilated, I'm like, bring the doctor, like I want to get the epidural and stuff. So it was, he only had, like 15 minutes to do it. So he ended up coming in, and what happens, you have to sit upright, and the nurse was in front of me and she gave me a pillow just to hold on to because you can't move at all. You have to, obviously he's putting a needle into your spine, so you have to be very, very still. And I remember he put in this one needle. It was just like a little pinch. It wasn't that painful. But then my whole body started to shake, and he had to put in, I think, 2 more needles. But my body was shaking, like I couldn't control it. I didn't know that this was going to happen. But so the nurse had to like kind of hold me a little bit, and like it was weird, just my legs started shaking. And then so they put me down, and I couldn't sit on my back because I had these needles in my back, so I could only sit on my lie down on my side. I remember then I started to feel this pressure. The nurse said to me, you know, if you start pushing now, you might be pushing for like 2 hours. So she's like, hold out as much as you can, and then you have less time to push and stuff. So I was like, okay. So I remember I was in so much pain, and then also with the epidural, so I was shaking uncontrollably, and then I got so cold down to my bones. It was the weirdest, and it still hurt. And I said to the nurse, I'm like, I still feel the pain. And she's like, oh, you still feel the pain, it's just not as bad. I started shaking uncontrollably, I got really cold, and these are all side effects of the epidural. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, you know, of side effects, just so you're going into this with the mentality like, okay, this might happen. Because I feel like if I was a little bit better prepared myself, I would have known how to handle it better. Whereas everything was like a shock and a surprise, and it just wore me out and made me that much more exhausted. So if you just go in with the mentality like, okay, these are the side effects, I'm going to start shaking, I'm going to be really, really cold, so make sure that you bring a lot of extra blankets, and you're still going to feel the pain. It's just not going to be as bad. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe.